What was your take on the fight? Did you see what you wanted to see from Sean O'Malley to let you know that the first fight it went that way because of the hip? Did you get any takeaways from the first fight to this fight? And was it what you expected?
Well, it was what I expected because I had picked Merab to win, but I thought that Sean O'Malley would use that front teep kick much more, and he didn't, and I was surprised by it because he had success and he actually hurt Merab in the first fight. But, I thought his movement looked good, so he did look good as far as, but, it is, and I thought Joe Rogan brought it up well, it's hard to explain what it's like fighting someone that is nonstop, that doesn't give you that break, doesn't give you that second to breathe, to take that one breath that's going to help you calm down. All those things that are part of normal fighting, Merab takes it away. He is so in your face, pressure, going after you nonstop that he puts he puts you in a cardiovascular deficit from the first round, and then one that just continues to build. Frank Shamrock used to be a guy that I thought, used cardio well against people. Did it long ago against Tito Ortiz when they first fought the first time at UFC 22, and really showed what cardiovascular conditioning can do. Well, Frank has met his match because even Frank couldn't have the damn pace that Merab has. It's absolutely mind-boggling when you think about it.
Yeah, I would agree. Merab looked fantastic. He did everything he was supposed to do.
Yep.
I was very impressed with Sean as well.
Yeah,
I want to give Sean credit because I think Sean came out. He was imposing his will in the first round. He won majority of the first round. He just lost one takedown. And he was able to hop back up. Then he lost with 45 or 50 seconds left.
Not a minute.
He lost. Yeah. He lost the second takedown, but he also took some big elbows from the bottom position. Yep. And I gave the first round to Merab.
Yes.
Based on that. I thought Sean had moments where he hit Merab with a couple clean shots, but nothing that really was like, oh, wow, look at that shot.
Yeah.
They just landed good. They landed well and so on. But Merab had more of the damaging shots from the top position in the ground and pound when he got the takedown with the 45 seconds to 50 seconds or minute left.
Yep.
And so I gave the first round to Merab. Where I looked at it with Sean is that Sean came out aggressively in the first, came out, pushed Merab into the back foot, but then if you're fighting Merab, I think the blueprint's been kind of laid. He does a lot of movement. He does a lot of energy. He's making you work, but not really. He's okay fighting off of his back foot. He's worse off of his back foot versus when he's good going forward. That pressure and the winging shots, you've got to be very concerned about the winging shots because he's got power, but then those lead right into his wrestling. He is somebody, though, that just... he's okay giving up the first 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. Yeah. He just knows that once I get a takedown, because he's not doing much in that first 3 minutes. He's like a couple shots here, a couple shots there. As long as you don't land something clean, I'm good. As soon as I get that takedown, which he will eventually get to it. He tries to win that last 2 minutes of the round, that last minute and a half of the round. Gets the top position, works his way into the guard, starts letting the elbows go, starts letting whatever it is. I mean... and that's exactly kind of how the blueprint was for round 2 as well. Yeah. I actually gave second round to Sean O'Malley. It was close. And if it went to Merab, it went to Merab. Yeah. I gave it to Sean. I would like to see the scorecards.
I thought it was the same thing, exactly what you're saying. He was winning, not by a lot, but he was winning the round, I thought.
Yeah.
And landing the cleaner shots until the latter part of the round, and Merab takes over, and he's landing shots that are just, they're making up for what occurred, and giving a little bit to say, yeah, Sean O'Malley's winning the round, and he just takes it away from it. He erases it. But it was close, I admit. But I thought after looking at the whole thing, it was going to be 3-0.
So
yeah.
So two judges had it 2 rounds to Merab, and then one judge had it first round Merab, second round O'Malley.
Okay. Which judge was that? Does it say?
It says Eric Cologne.
Yeah, I knew it would. I knew it would.
Fucking Eric.
No, it's good.
No, I like I said, even when having conversations with people that they were like, yeah, I could see it being going either way. Round two, neither one really dominated the round.
No, and that's why you can sit there and say Eric Colon gave it to O'Malley. Okay, you got to look and say from the vantage point that he had, he probably saw the things that Sean did that were better. Wasn't able to see the same in respect with Merab, while the other two were able to see Merab doing it. So that's why they sit in three different places, and sometimes you're going to get a different round. That's just the way it is.
And then in round three. Was it round three? Yeah, round three.
Yeah.
I mean, like just the control right off the bat.
Oh yeah,
just the takedown.
Round three was the start of you could really see O'Malley was getting tired. He was having some difficulties as far as his energy level just was starting to wane.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought the way that Merab, because many times the way that he locked on, just having the neck, it's hard to control. Mm-hmm. Just with the neck. Yeah, it can be a crank, but O'Malley did the right thing and going to his back, but you take a look and you saw where Merab's arm underneath and arm on top with all of his weight pushing down on the throat, man. And that was tight at the end. That north-south was nasty.
John, I think Sean O'Malley should have taken some time and listened to what Corey Sandhagen said after he had fought Umar Nurmagomedov. And he said, I moved so much in the first 3 rounds, I had no energy for rounds 4 and 5.
You got to be selective in that movement.
That's what separates the difference between someone who becomes champion and who doesn't become champion. In this situation, he came out. He had fought so hard in the first round of keeping his distance, keeping his body away. When every time Merab tried to get to the clinch, he was able to use his forearms, kind of push him away. But as the fight went on, it was very difficult to do that because he started getting a little bit tired. He started slowing down, one step behind. Then that led to Merab getting in deeper on the takedowns, the skip, the scoop, and the lift. I was trying to say 2 words at once.
Yeah, skip and
scoop. The lift and the put down. All of that. Like you could tell that he was getting fatigued in the 3rd round. And now I look at Sean, I go, you obviously proved to me that the first fight, I don't want to say it was a fluke because Merab fought a great fight, but the injury had a lot to do with it because your lateral movement was fantastic. His striking, his speed, all of those things were better. Mm-hmm. I did expect, like you said, for him to do more push kicks. I expected push kicks to the face. I expected push kicks to the body. I expected more of that. He threw a lot of spinning kicks in the first round. I was like, what are you doing? Huh? It's okay to throw one, but you got to set it up more. And it wasn't there. So I think he threw 2 in the first round. I think he threw 1 in the second. It just wasn't there. And, and that's a lot of energy wasted, especially if you're someone has to be moving a lot throughout the fight. But Sean, I thought Sean looked great. Just got caught. I mean, I don't want to say he just got caught. He got set up. He got tired a little bit. That front choke, the power of Merab, the vice grip that he had around that, it was more of a neck crank. And then when he flopped over to his back to escape, he kind of just sat and sagged into it. Very nicely done. Nothing you could do. He got stuck in that position. And then with somebody like Merab, you could tell he just has that squeeze power.
He's a little ball of muscle, man.
Yeah.
Take a look at it,
man. Fucking reminds me of Justin Wilcox. He does. His body frame, the way he walks, the way his barrel-chested, small waist. Fucking jealous. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Those guys are they're shredded like year-round.
If I told you, all right, Josh, you can have Merab's body, but you got to have his face. You look at me and go, fuck you.
Oh, fuck no. I'd rather they fucking fat than be fucking... I like Merab, bro, but...
Oh, he's awesome.
Then when he had a shaved head, he was even uglier. You can like him. Look, John, let's not pretend like he doesn't know he's ugly. He knows.
He knows, huh?
He knows. His nose is fucking like 3 different ways. He's never had it fixed.
I love that.
I'm surprised he's got great cardio.
Don't you remember?
Fucking breathe through that thing.
Don't you remember the old cartoons where the bully or the bad guy would have this nose that would go in 3 different directions, kind of? He's got that nose. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
Okay, so let's talk about the future. Obviously, Merab's going to be fighting Corey Sandhagen, which I think is a great lead-in. This was a great lead-in fight for him because now you're fighting a very similar opponent.
I
Someone
agree.
who's a striker, someone who is not as, adequate in the wrestling department as you. And in terms of jiu-jitsu, Corey's very good off the back. But it's like Merab's still like probably the better of the two in terms of the grappling jiu-jitsu area, the wrestling for sure. But Corey, I think, learned a lot from the Umar fight. I think he's going to give Merab some problems. I thought Sean was going to give Merab a lot more problems too today, even though he did have some success. It wasn't enough to win the rounds. But Corey is a very similar fighter, just with less movement and a little bit more trickiness.
Does things a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Completely different as far as both are slick in their stand-up, but Corey does it in a different fashion. Corey is a lot more dangerous in my mind with the knees up the middle. He throws those a lot more, which is something that Merab's always going to have to be dealing with and always going to have to be wary of when someone does that, because when you're coming in, to get into the clinch or to get that takedown, you got to be careful of where your chin goes and your head goes with the guy that can throw knees like Corey Sandhagen. But it obviously should be Corey Sandhagen. That's the right fight. I love the fact that Merab called him out, and said, hey, I love this guy, all this stuff. It's great. We want to fight him. That's the way it should be. Merab is, I love champions that don't try to duck anyone. Don't try to sit there and dog someone because they know that that's a hard fight for him. Just goes and says, who's next? That's Merab, and you got to love him.
Yeah, you can't be mad at that. So you got him fighting him, and then now where do you go with Sean O'Malley right now?
Well, you got to figure Sean O'Malley's going to drop down, somewhere in the area. I would say if, where Corey Sandhagen's at, he'll go up. So he'll be down towards 4, maybe 5. He might go below Song Yadong.
Really?
Yeah. Come on, be honest. Okay. What fights has he had? And what's the result?
He's got to win over Peter Yan, so you're going to put him past Peter Yan?
Yeah, he had a win against Peter Yan. When?
3 fights ago.
That's a long time ago.
3 fights ago?
No, not 3 fights.
I think it was 3 fights ago. Nah. This is his 4th fight. It'd be 4 fights ago. 2 against the same guy. I think he fought Peter, then he fought.
He fought
Chito. That's right.
He fought Chito Vera.
Yeah.
Then lost to Merab.
Yeah. I mean,
he's lost to Merab twice in a row now.
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, so then you have Peter and Umar. Corey's going to jump over all of them. Song Yadong versus somebody.
Yeah.
It's got to have to be in that mix, though. So there's going to be some fun fights. But then where do you go for?
I think Song Yadong needs to go. Let's be honest. Mario Batista. Great fight. We'll talk about his fight and what he did.
Fighting backwards?
What?
I mean, Mario Batista's number 10. Song Yadong's number 5.
I know. I'm not saying that's where Song wants to be, but he's kind of stuck. Let's be honest.
Can I suggest something? I would say
whatever you want.
Yeah, I would say Peter Yan versus Song Yadong.
Okay.
And Umar versus Sean O'Malley.
Is Umar's hand back?
Yeah, he's back. Yep. Okay. Yeah, he's back. And then Batista, I think you work him all the way up to probably like someone like a Chito. That's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. Give him Chito. Chito's number 7. Batista's at 10. Got to win. May leapfrog Henry Cejudo now after the win over Patchy Mix. Patchy not being ranked kind of, doesn't help the cause.
Exactly.
Yeah. But you beat another promotions champion.
But the UFC's matchmakers understand.
Oh yeah,
what a good performance it was.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. We'll talk more about that as it gets closer. Yeah. This episode is brought to you by BetUS. Make sure you guys YouTube 150 for the promo code. Also, Element, use the link in the descriptions down below. Any product you buy from there, they will send you a bonus package of product if you use our link down below. Element's amazing, man. I love it. And I want to say thank you, man. Thank you guys so much for continuing to support us.